Hey everyone, welcome to another Vintage Cube draft, and today I'm starting a new series where I will be forcing Storm every draft until I trophy. So this is the first draft in the series. I actually did record one before this, but I have lost that footage. It was basically a mediocre Tinker Bolas' Citadel deck. I think it went 1-2. So I do wish I had that footage, but anyways, here's this draft, and I hope you enjoy it. Not a great pack to start with again. There's some spells, like Miscalculation, Unholy Heat, Mind Twist. These would be kind of playable. Maybe Mind Twist. This is like a card that's good against control, so I can force them to counter this, or I can just take out their whole hand, and then that'll give me more time to go off. So this could be okay. Here's Tinker. We played that in the last deck, and it was the best card in our deck, but that was not an amazing Storm deck, I'll say. I think I might like just taking Coalition Relic. It's good with Mind Twist, and I think it's pretty much good in any Storm deck. Fixing your mana is pretty important. A lot of times you want to play Grixis, and you don't have that many lands to fix your mana with. So I'm thinking this might take like 6 or more drafts. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? How many drafts until I can trophy with Storm? Honestly, it's really hard to do, especially when you're forcing, because it's just not going to be open. So Leovold, Oath of Druids is a thing. Maybe I'll try to table that. I think Leovold makes the most sense. It's good with the draw 7s, and if I'm pretty much taking all the draw 7s I see. This is a good sign. There's a Dark Ritual still in the pack. This is good with Mind Twist, and it's just good in Storm. And there's no other real Storm cards in the pack, so we're starting off with some black cards. So we might be going Grixis, or maybe just blue-black Storm. That's possible. Possibly splashing the green for Leovold. We'll see how good this card ends up being in the deck. Narset is usually the better effect, just because it's easier to cast. But we'll see how open this is. Here's the Ignite Memories. I might have to send this around. Swamp, Forest, Island. I would definitely play that, and there's also Badlands. So there's the lands here are good, and of course Ignite Memories is fine. But yeah, I think I'm going to take the land first. So I'll take the Badlands. Zagoth Triumph would be fine, but you usually want to play red in these decks. So I think I'll start with the Badlands. Maybe I'll table the Ignite Memories or the land. Wow, this is a tough pick. Library is pretty good in Storm, because usually you don't play anything on the first few turns of the game, so you can just keep using Library. But then Lion's Eye Diamond is one of the best mana sources. It's really good with Yogg-Will, and I can say the same about Dark Ritual. So if I take Lion's Eye Diamond, that'll have a really good start at having a Yawgmoth's Will deck. So I'm just going to go that direction. Library would be great, but I don't think it's as good as some of the very best mana producers. Now we have a Signet, which would be okay. It does fix for red again. Besides that, there's kind of just some utility cards. It looks like blue is not super open. I've already said I don't love Ancestral Vision in the Storm decks. I like other card draw spells that you can use right away while you're going off. Okay, Storm is open. Black-red Storm specifically. So that's really good to see. Manamorphose and Tendrils are both really good in this deck. Manamorphose is kind of like a combination of ritual and card draw effect. I actually like it quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, there's 8 cards here, so I will not be able to table one of these. So I think I just have to take the Tendrils. I have some good mana already, and I've passed the Ignite Memory, so I don't know if that's coming back. So I want to just lock up Tendrils, it's definitely one of the best win conditions. I think it is better than Ignite Memories, just because of some of the random corner cases that come up where your opponent could discard their hand, or maybe they just have 2 lands in hand, or maybe you Leovold into Time Twister and then they don't have any hand, and stuff like that. Palace Jailer going really late. I think this is an easy Toxic Deluge. This card is great. It's just going to buy me time against the aggro decks. Now I'll just take Kolaghan's Command. It's just another great controlling card. I think I can take Oath of Druids. The rest of these cards don't do anything. Red looks kind of open. Chain Lightning is probably what I would be most likely to play. Okay, and now Ignite Memories did come back. And there's the Island Mountain Plains. Probably Ignite Memories. I think I'd rather take that. I wonder if I will even play both of them, though. The land was not that good. If it was an actual land that was good, if it was a Grixis land or Sultai land, I probably would have taken it. Because I don't think that this second win condition is that important. Probably not likely that we'll play the Oath, but sometimes these Storm decks end up with like Eldrazi win conditions. If you've ever watched LSV Draft Cube, I think he's another great person to watch for Storm content. And yeah, if you have, you've heard him talk about how the win conditions are just not that important. The mana is really important, the card draw is really important, and then you kind of just get the win conditions when they come to you. And I definitely draft the same way. So here's Time Walk. I'm going to have to take that, even though blue is not open, but that is totally fine. Usually these decks, you'll have to still take a few blue cards just because they are so good in the Storm deck. And yeah, I could wheel the Wheel of Fortune. That's probably the other card that I would be looking at. Lightning Bolt, Signet, Portent, Baral. Baral is okay in these decks. Like if I get some of the red rituals. It's also just good with like Mind Twist, Tendrils, Ignite Memories. And it blocks too. It does its job. I think it's probably the best card to take here. I don't mind playing like 1 Lightning Bolt in these decks, but you can't put too many removal spells in these decks without kind of diluting them. And then I don't need Grave Titan. We're not going to play anything like that. We're gonna win by storming. So yeah, I'll take Baral. Portent, I don't love Portent. I would play it, but it's pretty average. Vampiric is definitely great in these decks. Can just find you the 1 card that you need. And these decks are the perfect example of when tutors are good. It can basically, there will be certain game states where Toxic Deluge is really good, Mind Twist is really good, Time Walk is really good, or maybe you just need the Tendrils to like actually win the game. So that's really when you want tutors, and yeah, this is going to be a really good tutor deck. Okay, so there's Past in Flames, which is not as good as Yogg-Will, but I will take it. And besides that, there's just a Signet. This deck wants to have rituals rather than artifact mana. Rituals work a lot better because you can play them twice with Past in Flames, and they're not as fragile, your opponent can't remove them, that sort of stuff. So I could try to wheel this Past in Flames, but there's not really anything here. Upheaval, you can play Upheaval in these decks too, actually, as a win condition. But I think it's too important to get the Past in Flames. We did wheel the Ignite Memories, so I think I could safely wheel this, but I don't really think that we need Upheaval. We already have 2 win conditions. Not much here, so I'll just take Red Elemental Blast. This will be good in some matchups. I'll just put it in the sideboard. Then Thousand Year Storm, you could definitely play this. Kind of slow, it can be removed. But yeah, there's nothing else in this pack. Now here is our first red ritual. Or I could take Hullbreaker Horror, but yeah, this is just not going to be a Hullbreaker Horror deck. I don't think this card's very good in Storm. It's definitely one of the cooler ways to win, though. Yeah, my tier list for Storm, I think Grixis Yogg-Will Storm is tier 1. Like if you have Lion's Eye Diamond, Black Lotus, Yogg-Will, plus a bunch of other, like, rituals, card draw, Tendrils, I think that's basically the best Storm deck. And I think the second best is either like blue-red rituals, or sometimes you get some really good blue-green storm decks with all of the high tide untap effects. But yeah, I do think that those versions are slightly worse than the black Yogg-Will ones. Okay, now I can take Probe. Probe is great. You can cast it twice with Past in Flames. It lets you see if the coast is clear, so you can go off, and it draws you a card, and it's a free spell. This card is great in Storm. Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is what it looks like when Storm is open. It's still like a tier 2 deck, but this deck is looking a lot better than the one from last round, I'll say. Okay, none of these cards really do anything. Let's take the Grave Titan. Same thing here. I'll just take land. Looks like I'm probably not playing green. I haven't really gotten mana fixing. It looks like there are a couple players in this draft taking the lands very highly. Yeah, blue is really not open. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this Rakdos Signet Coalition Relic to fix my mana. But yeah, it's not clear that I'm playing green. Leovold is okay. I mean, I have Wheel of Fortune, so that's something. But if I can't cast the Leovold, then it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. It looks like the Oath of Druids is not going to happen because I have better win conditions. So there's Bayou and Underground Sea and Yogg-Will. Wow. There's also Brainstorm would be okay. But this is the first pack. I don't know if I want to say it's a strong pack, but I think I can table the Yogg-Will. And like I said, I'm really missing these lands. And I already have Past in Flames. It's not like the end of the world if I don't table the Yogg-Will, but you're going to have to make some picks like this if you want to make a really good Storm deck. So there's Snapcaster Mage, which is good with Time Walk. It's kind of okay with like Dark Ritual. Just add to my Storm count. Or I can like double cast Tendrils of Agony. I'm not sure how realistic that is. I think this might be the best card though. The rest of these cards are all kind of average. Kaito is kind of cool. It can just draw me some cards, help me go off. And it can discard cards. That doesn't really help me too much. Discard Past in Flames. I don't really have synergy with the discarding. But yeah, I'll just go Snapcaster Mage. It does a lot of things. So now there's 2 lands. There's a Wooded Foothills that gets the bad lands. Or there's a Dark Slick Shores. And there's Underworld Breach, which is decent in this deck because I have like Lion's Eye Diamond, Wheel of Fortune, I have a bunch of rituals that go to my graveyard. So this deck actually fills up my graveyard for Underworld Breach. Whereas if you watched my previous video, that deck kind of just played a lot of artifacts onto the battlefield, so it never has a big graveyard. So maybe I'll be looking to wheel that Underworld Breach. But I think I need to just take a land here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess both lands are like pretty equal, so I'll just take the one that's untapped. Fetch land. Scalding Tarn, that's a tri-land. That's great. Birgi would be fine. Actually, even pretty good. I would be happy to have Birgi in this deck. And then Preordain would be fine. Duress would be fine. I think I'd just take the land and try to wheel the Birgi. There's still a lot of cards in this pack. Lotus Bloom, Ponder, or Inquisition. I think the deck kind of needs card draw. I think I can wheel this Lotus Bloom. Jetmir's Garden, that doesn't help me. Savai Triome. Mountain Swamp, that would be okay. And Mystic Confluence. I don't love that card. I would prefer to have more cheap interaction with this deck. And Damnation, I already have the Toxic Deluge. I don't think I want two of those, so I'll just take the land again. And this is my first tap land, so that's totally fine. Botanical Sanctum, kind of okay with Leovold. You have the Wooded Foothills too. And then Electromancer. Can I table the Electromancer? Maybe, but probably not. I'll probably table like Volrath's Stronghold. That's card's like almost completely unplayable. Electromancer's fine. It's actually not that great in this deck. I have a lot of stuff that costs 1 mana, so Electromancer doesn't do anything there. Interesting. Okay, I'm just going to take the land. Breeding Pool. I have 2 fetches that can get the Breeding Pool. Then I could play the Leovold. Or I could take Faithless Looting, which is decent in this deck. Pretty interesting. How badly do I want this Leovold? It's really only good with Wheel of Fortune is the thing. Or I can just take Faithless Looting. I almost changed my mind at the end. I kind of wanted the Faithless Looting. Okay, well we got the Yogg-Will. Gilded Lotus, I'm not sure if I can use that. Mana Flare, I don't have any of the untaps. We did get the Underworld Breach. So I do think I'll take that. Maybe I just take the Fiend. Is this a Breach deck? Okay, we got the Burgi. I was pretty confident in that coming back. Maybe I could play this Chain Lightning. This deck's looking okay. I think it's missing a little bit of card draw, a little bit of mana. So it's like a little bit hard for this deck to actually go off, I think, to actually get to like 10 Storm for the Tendrils. But I'm definitely pretty happy with this deck. It's not the perfect Grixis Yogg-Will deck. In order for that to be true, I would need like to have Seething Song, Cabal Ritual, yeah, just a few other cards. But yeah, pretty happy with this one though. Wow, we got the Electromancer back. Okay. I wonder if I'll play it. I think it's just not that good in the deck. It produces some mana, but not that much. Alright, I think I'm just going to cut the 1000-Year Storm. It's just so slow, and yeah, I don't think I need it for this deck. I haven't had a great 1000-Year Storm deck before, really. But I think it goes in like less dedicated Storm decks where you can kind of just have more burn spells and like card draw and then kind of get a bunch of card advantage off of 1000-Year Storm. I don't think I'm going to play it though. I don't know if Breach is playable either, because I kind of want to cast all of my spells from my graveyard with Yogg-Will and Past in Flames. So what if I just cut those and just play all these? Kind of want to cut this Electromancer too. Wonder if I could play Escape to the Wilds. I think it's like too awkward. Just play it like the turn right before you go off. I do need card draw when I look at this deck. Just have like 1 tutor, couple card draw spells, Wheel of Fortune. So Escape to the Wilds would be good, and I can cast it. Never tried it before. I think it's actually good. Okay, I'm going to try to play it. But what card can I cut? Cut the Electromancer, or maybe cut the Signet? Let's just go all in on Storm. Let's just cut the Signet. Cut the Chain Lightning. I feel like this card is just good, though. It adds to Storm count. It's 1 mana. It keeps you alive. I'm just going to play my deck like this, I think. And my mana is pretty good. I don't have a lot of double blue or double black. Okay. Here we are for round 1. We're on the draw. This hand's pretty good. We have Leovold, Wheel of Fortune. It is a little slow, especially against a Mox to start, but still really powerful combo. All right, they're going to Spell Pierce. That's fine with me. I think I'm going to be using the Time Walk next turn. Could this be a Storm Mirror match? Those are always fun. Oh, Pestermite. Geez, okay. I guess they're playing Splinter Twin. Portent targeting themselves. Yeah, we don't really have instant speed interaction in the main deck. This is, I'm going to bring in a Red Elemental Blast from the sideboard. Yeah, let's see if they shuffle here. Because if they're able to find that Splinter Twin, I will not be able to interact very well. Okay, I think I'm just going to Time Walk. Time Walk's not really getting any better. But yeah, this is awkward when you draw the Wheel of Fortune and Yogg-Will together. Kind of an awkward position. I think I just need to play the Coalition Relic out, though. Actually, okay, if I play out Leovold, they can't use Jace, so that's kind of really good. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. And I'm just going to operate under the assumption they're not going to kill me next turn. If they do, then that's fine, but this Leovold is really going to stop them from digging further into their deck. All right, so they've kept mana up here. Could just go for the Wheel of Fortune, but I think I just want to wait one turn. Okay, they did have Remand, but they did not get to draw a card off of it. But yeah, they do still get to use Jace on my turn. I did forget about that. So let's see. Yeah, this is awkward. I do need to make land drops because I am really at risk. Return that passes. They are getting closer to drawing Splinter Twin. Oh wow, now they have Narset. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm going to start by attacking. I'm guessing that they're going to flip their Jace. There we go, they flipped the Jace. And I could just Yogg-Will plus Time Walk here. Let's see, can I even play Baral? Baral costs 2 mana. Then Yogg-Will will cost 2 mana. I can do that. Okay, that seems like a decent turn. I'm not going to probe. I'll save the probe for later. Maybe it's worth it to probe. And I just want to save it for later. I do have Past in Flames. I see that they have like Kiki Jiki in hand, or I think it's actually pretty valuable to see what they have in hand. All right. Not going to draw a card, which is the problem. Okay, they have Cryptic Command and an island. So yeah, it is important for me to see that. And there's the Past in Flames. I was kind of far away from using that, but you get to put the Narset down to 1 here. Their Jace won't be super effective. They're not going to want to start targeting my creatures with it. You might want to just use Cryptic to tap everything. Yeah, the Jace is not super effective right now. They can't flashback their card draw spells. Actually, they can flashback Portent, because they can draw that on my turn. But it's looking like they're just going to plus and maybe Cryptic on my turn. They didn't even want to plus, okay. Put the Electromancer down. I'm assuming that this Cryptic is happening here. Wow, no, they're going to let me attack. Okay. Sting. Narset. Okay, so I can Wheel of Fortune here. Then, of course, they're going to counterspell with Cryptic Command. But then I just have Past in Flames. So I think I just pass. Just make them do it next turn. I'm just going to wait. All right, the Cryptic is gone. I have 3 cards in hand that I don't know about. I'm at 8, so I'm getting fairly close to dying to burn spells, so I think I'm going to go off this turn. And if they have a counterspell, I'm guessing they're going to counter the Leovold. Ignite Memories is not looking great. They might not have anything in hand that this can hit. They might have like a landed 1 instant. Yeah, I think we're just going to go for it here. I'm going to start by playing Leovold. See if we can bait out a counterspell or something. Lightning bolts to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're just going to try to kill me. Okay. Well, Tendrils should be pretty good here. So let's see how this goes. Past in Flames. Dark Ritual again. Tendrils. Okay, now I could ignite memories. We're at 5. Just don't think it's really going to do anything. Or I can just Wheel of Fortune. What's that going to do? Find Snapcaster. Yeah, they had a land in hand. Okay, so I did find the Snapcaster. I don't think I have enough mana here. Oh, maybe I do. Blue. Yeah. Okay, sweet. We got there. Okay, so I'll take out Chain Lightning and I'll put in Bone Crusher Giant because this is instant speed. It can kill Pestermite. And then Red Elemental Blast, we're going to want that. And then maybe I can take out, like, Escape to the Wilds. Maybe, like, Toxic Deluge. This is just not the Toxic Deluge matchup. I had more creatures on the battlefield than my opponent there. Alright, this hand looks fine. This deck is definitely a little bit tricky to play. I think I have to get Underground Sea here. No, sorry, this cannot fetch Underground Sea, of course. Okay, so I have to get Breeding Pool. Okay, do I want a Time Walk? I'll just wait. Now is the time to Time Walk. Just want to hit some land drops. By Diamond, I'll keep that in hand. Yeah, pretty awkward. Okay, pass. Okay, there's our black mana. And Snapcaster Lightning Bolt. Okay, they're just going to try to kill us the old-fashioned way here. They don't have triple blue yet. Okay, remand, sure. We still have some time. Could Vampiric here, I guess I will. Oh wow. Daredevil on Time Walk, that's really good. I'll have to keep that in mind going forward, actually, that they have that card. But yeah, same thing where I'm getting into burn range here. Is it a dragon? No, they're just going to try to kill me with Kiki Jiki. Alright, well, I guess I have to go off here. I'm not sure how Yeah, Toxic Deluge would actually be decent here. See, I also have Kolaghan's Command. Either way, I can Vampiric Tutor. I think Dark Ritual makes sense. Just go like Dark Ritual, LED, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. And then just try to win from there. That's what we're gonna do. Get red mana here. Okay. Let's hope they don't have any Force of Wills or Force of Negations. Wow, and they have the Force of Will here. That always makes these matchups a lot tougher. Okay. So now have to Past in Flames. Like this. Yeah, it's not going to work. They don't have the red mana. Okay. Yeah, they just had too much disruption that game. Just had too many counter spells. I think the deck is still good. Yeah, I wish I had some discard spells in the deck. And the burn spell is kind of good. This is an interesting matchup. I think Escape to the Wilds might just be a little too clunky. It gets counterspelled too easily. I think I'm going to take the Chain Lightning. I really like Chain Lightning. Just because of how slow my opponent's clock is. Even just killing their Snapcaster Mage can like buy me a few extra turns. Okay, I think this hand's fine. Definitely not great, but it has all of our mana. Has some combo cards. Mind Twist is a card that needs to be countered. So we'll see if I can use that. Opponent went to 6. This is one of the tougher matchups. The multi-counter spell, Force of Will deck. Definitely one of the tough ones. So yeah, and now this is the same situation where I don't want to Time Walk and give them access to casting this from my graveyard, but I think it's just too good. No, they might have Spell Pierce as well. I guess I wouldn't mind that much if they Spell Pierced this, because then they can't use Spell Pierced on Mind Twist. So I can Mind Twist for 3 right now. I use Pyretic Ritual, but I want to keep waiting. Let's see if they have Jace here. I think I'm going to have to destroy it with Chain Lightning. Because I don't want to just Mind Twist them and then let them flip Jace immediately. That's a little too good for them. So we'll just keep waiting. Not going to want to fire the Mind Twist into all their open mana, but we'll see what they do. I know they have Remand, Spell Pierce, Cryptic, Force of Will. So I'm probably just going to have to play into it next turn. I want to Mind Twist before they have Cryptic Command mana. There's the Dark Ritual. Wow. I think I just want to go for 4 here. Save my rituals. Let's see what they have. They have Remand, so that's fine. They're going to need to have something else for it next turn. Or maybe they can resolve a threat here. No, so they still don't have Cryptic. Oh, awesome. I drew Probe. This is perfect. Wow. Yeah, their hand is really bad. Okay. I have plenty of mana, so yeah, I can afford to burn one of my rituals and just take their whole hand. Now I have Time Walk, Probe. But yeah, now I'm just going to have a few turns to draw. I just need to find some card draw or a win condition. And notably, Ignite Memories is going to be pretty bad here. I might want to just take a value Past in Flames. You get to flash this card back. I think I'm just going to wait. Wait at least 1 or 2 turns. Mystical 4. I haven't seen them cast this yet. I knew they had it in their deck. Oh, and they have Ancestral. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. Now they have Cryptic Command mana up. Okay, I think I probably have to go for Past in Flames now. I'm not going to use my entire graveyard. But I'm just going to see what they have. I might want to use Mind Twist here. Okay, so they have both of their Splinter Twin effects. So I think it would make sense to Mind Twist those away. So I'll play... I was hoping they would have one of these in hand, but to have both of them in hand, I mean, that's amazing. That's really amazing for me. So now I'll get to Dark Ritual. I'll have 4 mana. I don't want to use all of my rituals. I'm just going to wait on the Time Walk. I just don't need to Time Walk here. I have so much mana. It's going to be bad if they can steal my Time Walk, but I want to leave some spells in the graveyard so I can go off future. I need to kill them from 20 with tendrils, basically. I'm going to need to cast 9 spells on that turn. And if they do draw Direfleet Daredevil, they might want to just exile my Past in Flames so I can't use it. That would be a pretty decent play, I think. Yeah, I mostly just need to draw cards here. I have tons of mana. Okay, there's Vampiric, so that can get me what I need. I can even do it this turn because I have Savai Triumph. Get Tendrils. Is this enough? Let's just cycle this. I think I can wait 1 turn. Kind of bad if they've drawn a counter spell. You know, they have Cryptic and Force of Will in their deck, so I'm hoping that they don't draw one of those. But I am going to try to go off here. All right, now I need to think here. I do need to kill them from 20. I think I have enough mana. So I think I want to upkeep this Vampiric Tutor to get 1 extra Storm. I think I have plenty of mana. They have a counterspell. They're going to want to counter this or my Past in Flames. I just don't think there's that much I can do. I just have to go off here. And I'm just going to get Tendrils, because I think I can win with it. I have a counterspell in my deck? I don't think so. Okay, I was thinking of playing the Tendrils before the Past in Flames. I don't think I need to, though. Estermite to tap this. Tap it for blue. Okay. Vedic Ritual. Okay, I was supposed to use the Lion's Eye Diamond. I think I've slightly messed this turn up. 6 mana now. Now I will 7. This does Time Walk. Okay, kind of an awkward Storm turn, but I think I can win here. Yeah, I still have the Tendrils in the graveyard. Now I just do this. Eric. Put that on top. Pass. Now they're going to need a counterspell. But I don't think that they have a counterspell. Now I just Yogg Will and Tendrils them again. Awesome. Okay. Got that one. Let's go to round 2. We're back for round 1. We're on the play. Hand is kind of awkward. It just has blue mana. It does have Coalition Relic, of course, and that can give us red and black. I think it's good enough to keep, but it is a real problem if we lose this Coalition Relic. But still, I think it's good enough. We have the Mind Twist Relic combo, and we have some interactive elements. So as long as we can have the Relic survive, this should be decent. Right, it's a little worrisome to see them play out the Mox Jet. Makes me think that they have maybe a mana leak. Usually people will hold the Mox in their hand. Okay, that's a good target for Kolaghan's Command, but we do need to draw land here. So they're going to be able to play something big. Nissa, yeah, Nissa is pretty good. That's going to pressure us very quickly. And we can't remove it with any of the cards that we have. All right, we will Time Walk. Definitely kind of still in this game. All right, looks like they don't have the 2 mana counterspell that I was thinking of. All right, there's the mountain. So I can Chain Lightning Forest here, or I can just wait. I think it makes sense to just keep disrupting their mana, and we'll just see how long I can survive until I have to start going off. Tezzeret, okay. Interesting to have Tezzeret in this deck. Wonder if they're trying to cast like Eldrazi with their deck. Kind of looks like they are. Tezzeret plus Power Stone. Interesting. So now a lot of mana open. Next turn, Tez can ultimate. Will kill me. But I do have Kolaghan's Command to stop that. But yeah, I think I want to just keep waiting here. I'll see if he goes for lethal. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna take 6 here. It's not going for the Tezzeret play. I'm gonna take their last card and I'm gonna destroy the artifact. That makes sense. At Upheaval. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely a big mana deck, so they're Upheaval, and then maybe they'll have some big artifacts or Eldrazi to cast as well. Okay, so yeah, this is actually... I'm gonna have to... I can wipe these creatures, but then the Tezzeret Ultimate will kill me. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, I drew Tendrils. Interesting. Wonder if I can just go off here. I'm guessing I can't really go off here. Got 6 mana. Ritual takes me to 7. Yogwill down to 4. Ritual up to 5. Chain Lightning. Yeah, I don't think it works. But what if I Deluge and Tendrils just to survive? Still have the Nissa. Toxic Deluge. Then yeah, I have 7 right now. Problem is I'm still dying to this Nissa. It's the main problem. Okay, so I'm gonna preserve my graveyard. Just gonna time walk and take the Tezzeret off of ultimate. And get to the point now. Take my extra turn with time walk. And I'll Toxic Deluge so I can stay alive. Okay, what does Ignite Memories do? I think I need to find something else to combo off with. I think this stuff is not enough. I think I want to just shuffle. I think I need Past in Flames would be good. Push for 3. Go to 5. And the Nissa is still going to kill me fairly fast. Now let's see, do I just want to like Electromancer Tendrils next turn? Or put a 2 here, and then doesn't help that much. All right, I'll go for the Electromancer here. Nissa is a pretty effective card. I think I'm maybe just a little bit mana short this game. So I can Mind Twist plus Tendrils. Seems fine. And I pretty much need to draw Past in Flames, and I don't even know if that wins. It probably doesn't. Maybe Wheel of Fortune could also win. Oh no, this puts me at 6. How did I miscount that? Okay. Don't love my play then, because now I have to block with Electromancer. No, he did it this way. He's going to get a bunch of lands. He must have drawn something. No, they come into play tapped. Not sure why my opponent did it that way, but that's fine with me. I think I'm down to like maybe 1 or 2 outs here. It's going to be kind of close. It doesn't look like my opponent has that much interaction though, so these matchups can be fine. It's just like who can do their combo first. We drew Past in Flames. Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'll try it. Lion's Eye Diamond would be good. And so now, yeah, there's really nothing I can do because I'm limited on black mana, so I have to cast Tendrils now. I have 2 red left. Yeah, I just didn't have quite enough to storm with. But I'm still alive. Actually, let's see. They're at 8. And they can cast anything, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to win with Ignite Memories. So I think I'm going to just go to the next game here. Deluge, yeah, it's just not going to... Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's like the one card that could do it. So let's Wheel of Fortune. But I'm going to try to do this quickly. Baral, Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Can I play Baral or not? Save me 1 mana. I can. UTI, actually, no, I don't have enough here. Okay. So this is another red elemental blast. Sideboard for sure. Even 1,000-Year Storm could be good because it looks like they don't have interaction. Okay, Chain Lightning out. I'm going to take out the Toxic Deluge. Seems like it's not great against their deck because all I saw was Planeswalkers. I have to try to play a little bit quickly. I have to win 2 games here. This hand looks kind of great, though. Skull Clamp, interesting. Magus, okay, they might be able to use that next turn. I haven't seen their big green creature, though, but if it's one that destroys lands, then that's going to be really good. So I do have Chain Lightning that can remove the Magus. Might have been good to save this Scalding Tarn. I might need to shuffle at some point, but I'm going to use it now. Okay, there's not much I can do here. I don't want a Wheel of Fortune. Just kind of hoping that they don't have a green creature here. Okay, if they're doing this, then I'm probably just going to keep chilling. I don't want a Wheel of Fortune and give them 7 new cards. I know they can definitely do some strong things with those cards. So I think I'll just keep making land drops. Waiting for the right time. Okay, Snapcaster, Time Walk. Seems fine. Maybe now I can Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that seems good. Interesting. Okay. Okay, Vampiric for Ellie for Yogwill. No, that's not going to be very good. I need mana. Ritual. Red. Ritual. Alright, it's not the best play ever, but I have Ignite Memories for 7. Plus I have 2 burn spells in my hand, and some creatures to attack with. This could work. I know they have 5 and 6 drops in their deck. Let's see. Okay, we got the Questing Beast. Ooh, Avenger of Zendikar. Just need to get that one more time. Nice. Okay. That was a little sketchy, but yeah. It looks like Avenger of Zendikar or Huntmaster, those might be the best cards they can get with Magus, and yeah, now I've seen more of their deck. Yeah, they're an Exploration Fast Bond Upheaval deck. Okay, so I definitely have to bring back in the Deluge. Still thinking this Escape to the Wilds might be too slow. Not sure about that. And the Red Blast might not be that important. They're mostly green. Is Escape even playable? I just don't know if it is. I think they might just be blue for Tezzeret plus Upheaval, and I just don't care about that much. I do care about countering Upheaval. I think I don't need the Escape to the Wilds. Alright, so I got 10 minutes, 50 seconds, so that should be plenty of time. Luckily, that game went really fast. Not really sure about this hand, but it seems okay. Doesn't have interaction. But it's got lands. This hand is really good with Yogg-Will. The deck I'm playing doesn't mulligan amazingly well. Mulligan's okay. Okay, they're ramping really fast. Yeah, if they have like Kovalar's Huntmaster, yeah, Kogla, that's really good. Yeah, Kogla is probably one of the better cards they could have had for me. Yeah, we can beat Kogla. Yeah, this is fine. I'll pass one time. Cards left in hand, now 1 card. It's just Kogla. Might be able to answer that and survive for a little while. But I do have Ignite Memories. And not sure what's in their hand is the problem. Okay, can I just win next turn with Vamp for Tendrils of Agony? I think I probably can, because I have the double Chain Lightning. I have 5 mana, lands, ritual. I'm thinking it will work. Okay, I'm just going to pass. feel like they have to do something here. This Chain Lightning will take them down to 11, and then yeah, I just don't need to play that many spells to win with Tendrils. Okay, so Vampiric Tutor is going to take me to 10. Kogla is going to take me to 1. Wow. I think they need to have Counterspell or something here. Just have the 1 card, okay. Vampiric Tutor. They don't have red mana, right? Okay, good. Can't Chain Lightning me. Okay, now I need to have this blue mana. The red mana. Past in Flames. Okay, and now I'm going to play the LED right this time. I'm going to put those in my graveyard. LED. And now play the Dark Ritual. I have 6 mana. Chain Lightning, take them down to 11. So now Tendrils is lethal. Nice. All right, we're 2-0. This could be a very anticlimactic series. I'm able to trophy on just the second try. But these matches are really hard to win. Both of them so far have been 2-1s. They're just super close. There's no easy wins with Storm. This hand looks pretty good. I like to have early Cantrip and early Baral. I can start setting up my graveyard. It would be nice to have more cantrips in this deck to really fill up the graveyard, and they're just really good with Yogg-Will, Past in Flames. That was also a pretty good matchup in the last round. If we can get matchups where the opponent doesn't have that much interaction, those are really going to be the best matchups. Okay, so it looks like the opponent might be on mono green and they mulligan to 5. Wheel is definitely a good draw, but I'm not going to be in a hurry to play that. Interesting. I think I just shuffle. There was Yogg-Will and Past in Flames there, and a land. The land is basically a dead card. And I want Yogg-Will or Past in Flames. I don't want both of them, though. But yeah, I'm happy to shuffle there. Just kind of wait until later to get the Yogg-Will, but we did draw it right away. So that is fine with me. But yeah, we're still in the awkward position where you don't want to have Wheel of Fortune and Yogg-Will in your hand together. You want to Wheel of Fortune and draw into the Yogg-Will. So this hand is getting a little bit awkward. Okay, another blue-green deck. Eric. Okay, they're off to a pretty good start, actually. I could Tendrils here, just to put it into my graveyard. I'll just wait. I think what's going to happen in this game is I'm just going to wait a few turns before casting Wheel. Try to win off of that. But I don't want to Wheel right here. My opponent has a ton of mana. Sure, they could do something great if I give them 7 new cards. So I just want to try to wait, and hopefully they don't have too much pressure. Okay, Augur is pretty good. Oko, alright. They've got a pretty good deck. And they... Looks like they may have figured out that I'm playing Storm. But yeah, they're down to 0 cards now. So I could cycle this Tryon, that seems okay. Alright, there's the green mana, so Leovold is a thing I can do now. Although they have Oko to deal with it. Maybe not next turn, but the following turn I will go off. Might actually not be able to wait. Dryad. Yeah, they're going to be able to ultimate Garruk next turn. Yeah, so next turn they turn the food into a 3/3, and then they overrun me. They attack for 6, 12, 17, 20. Yeah, it would be enough to kill me. I do think I have to go off here. I don't think I have much of a chance here. I have to hit really perfect cards. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay, red Elemental Blast should be good again. Maybe Leovold is a little too weak. Let's take out Leovold. I'll take out Leovold and I'll put in red Elemental Blast. I do like the Leovold, but it looks like my opponent's not really drawing cards. I think this is too slow. It's not the cards I want to have in my opening hand. This is a really awkward hand. But I think I can keep it, though. Then I think I want to get rid of maybe even just the Time Walk. But Time Walk's pretty good. Let's see. Maybe just one of these. Get rid of the Electromancer. Let's keep 2 of them. I might just Vampiric Tutor for a blue source here. Crazy. Really need a blue source is the thing, so I think I'm just going to do it. I think I have to put this back. I think I have to shuffle. I just need lands. I just need to draw into one of the cards that lets me play my graveyard again, or Wheel of Fortune, ideally. Oh wow, they did have the Wasteland. Okay. Luckily, I did draw another island. Now I can Time Walk. think waiting just doesn't do that much. Polygon's Command, I wonder if I want to play that here. I think getting Bergie down is pretty good. Going to be good against any planeswalkers. All right, so I can Kolaghan's Command here. I guess I have to. There's really nothing else to do. So discard a card, 2 damage, and now it's just need to draw into card draw, which I have a few card draw spells. Past in Flames, Yogg Will, Wheel of Fortune are all going to be really good. Otherwise, I'll just keep attacking. Oh, they have black mana. And yeah, getting their life total down is really good in this deck. They are going to win with damage eventually. A Magus of the Order. Okay, there's Snapcaster, but I cannot Time Walk because I only have 1 blue. But I can Snapcaster Vampiric Tutor. I can probably win off of that. And I'm happy to offer the trade here. They're gonna block, but that's okay. I don't think I need the Bergie to win. Okay, interesting. They're just gonna pass with all this mana up. But I'm definitely gonna Vampiric. Not exactly sure what I'm going to get. A Yogg Will. I feel like Wheel of Fortune has to be pretty good. Wow. Okay. That was pretty good. My opponent, but I think they're still in trouble here. Let's probe, let's see what they have. Nissa, okay, they have a bunch of green cards. The Crater Hoof is the scariest thing. This is actually a pretty bad position for me. Tendrils. Then I need to draw into something. I think this is the best thing I can do. That wasn't a great Wheel of Fortune for me. But they are at 6. So really all I need to draw is in one of the Yogg Will or Past in Flames. Yeah, the Nissa is a problem. Yeah, they just play the Nissa, and then next turn they can Crater Hoof to win. So this is definitely a pretty tough spot. Yeah, there's really just nothing I can do here. Okay, I think I get to live here. Maybe? I think I get one more turn. Unless they have something with... I think maybe if they have another forest. Might be able to Craterhoof me out here. But yeah, I don't have that many draws in my deck that are going to win me the game. Oh geez, they do have it, so it's 5, 8, 12. Man, okay. Did not get there. Lost to the mono green deck. Alright, we're gonna have to keep grinding. Well, good games, Nebula, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.